All right, folks, we're going to go straight in. We're going to go ahead and get started. Unfortunately, I'm not even going to say unfortunately, just right now in this season, I don't have a bunch of time. So I have to come in and I got to go straight in. These people voted you least likely to succeed, least likely to be successful. You are the unlikely millionaire. For some of you guys, you are the unlikely millionaire in your family. You are the unlikely millionaire in your family. Nobody thought it was going to be you. They like, what, Liz? They like, what, the Big Boss Man Collective? I can't believe that. And these people are having to see you be. I always talked about this, and I talked about this a long time ago. There's a trajectory. There's a trajectory. When you shooting a bow and arrow, it's a trajectory. So you may see it at the point of the ground, but if you understand trajectory, you know it's going up. And people voted you most unlikely. People casted you aside and said you would never be that one. What's up, Gio? And for a lot of you here's the big thing about being a chosen one or a visionary or somebody that's meant to kind of reach certain heights. You know you are before you are. I repeat, you know you are before you are. And sometimes when knowing you are, you may even say you are. And you may say you are before you are in front of some people that ain't ready to hear that you are. And a lot of people hurt when you said you are. A lot of people was not ready to hear that. And some people brush that to the left and they brush that to the side. And when you say I am that I am, I'm getting this feeling that I'm the one. I'm getting this feeling I'm supposed to be doing something bigger. I'm keep on getting this feeling. What's up, Thunder Beast? What's up, Jewish? What's up, Butterfly? These is big clickers. I keep on getting the feeling that I'm supposed to be the one to do something bigger. And you started to mention that to people. And they ain't want to hear that. They did not want to hear that. You mentioning that did something for them. And it brought a light to where they were. And they didn't want to hear that. If you stay on to the end of this video, I'm going to tell you the steps that you're taking or you have to take to come from the unlikely to the most likely. What's up, Hector? You're on the way from the unlikely to the most likely. I know y'all. I know I always tell y'all this story, but I'm going to tell it again because I don't care. In high school, when I graduated, I was voted most dedicated in my class. The rumor get back to me that I was also second place best dressed. They also said I could potentially should have been the first place best dressed, but it was some politics going around in the voting system. How can you be most likely to succeed and best dressed and most dedicated? Good God. People can't take all the categories that you gonna win in. So they had to knock some of them categories off. You can't be all that, can you? And you're athletic. And you might be good looking back there out there, y'all. And these haters is sick to their stomachs. They wrote you off like nothing or nobody. See, there's a thing about when you say unlikely, unlikely speaks to probability. Unlikely speaks to probability. They was gambling on your unsuccessful pursuits. Good God Almighty. I just heard in my spirit it was a prize picks. It was a prize picks. And when they went to make their picks, all the picks was voted against you. They made all the selections against you. Prize pick, they picked them, boop, 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 and went against the Big Boss Man Collective. And that was a huge mistake. Because now all your successes is turning into a slap in the face. Every time you do something, it's like pow, pow. Every time you rise up, pow. Every time you get up from the grave, pow. Every time you come outside, pow. Every time they hear that you was over. See, people is hearing, dude, they second and third party hearing that you might even be around. Pow, it's just a smack in the face. Because they, not only did they, see, there was one thing to vote me most unlikely to there's one thing for me to not to be best dressed, but it's a difference when you try to sabotage me. When they saw the vote going in your favor, they started trying to sabotage you. When they saw the trajectory going in your favor, they started trying to put toil and snares and encampments and entrapments and things for you to have to jump over. When they start seeing it go your way. And here's the thing, people started off slandering you, and they start slandering you off to these people. And see, here's the thing, they went and slandered your name to people who didn't know you for real. And then the people who didn't know you for real, the people who tried to slander your name kind of wanted to pull back the slander almost. Like, whoa, hold on. I know I said that, but you don't really know them. It's like, nah, don't try to pull back the slander. You the one started that hate train up around about me. Don't try to reel them back in now. Now that y'all seeing what's up, for real. If you start that hate train on me, you got to complete that hate train on me. Don't try to reel them in. The slander done got out of hand, but it's too late. And here's the thing. The collapse of these little small communities and these microorganisms and these 2 and 3 people groups and 5 and 10 and 15, the collapse is crazy because it's certain people in these little groups that they was in that they can no longer talk to no more just because of you. Just because of how they try to go on you and how everything played out on you. It's people that they can legitimately never talk to again in their own family. The whole family got crushed up. God almighty. Am I helping somebody today? What's up, Miss M? What's up, JD? I got to give it to you like this because I got to go. And I'm sorry. Unlikely. I can't believe you gambled. I can't believe you gambled against me. I can't believe that is what I hear in the spirit. And it's like they broken. And and I got this analogy. Y'all remember the Nutty Professor? It's people that they were almost like doing things behind the scenes and looking at it like a lab rat would look at things, like observing. And it's almost like you was like the Nutty Professor. You turn into Buddy Love. You remember Buddy Love? He started doing everything the Nutty Professor wanted to be. It's like these people put you in this little petri dish, maybe almost try to monitor you and try to do things to you and see how you was going to react. And next thing you know, you pop out with Buddy Love. You got the Ferraris. You going out to the comedy shows. You hanging out. They like, dang, I didn't. Good God Almighty. Good God Almighty. You done sit up there and watch the Nutty Professor turn into freaking Buddy Love in front of your eyes. They think you the way you toxic. I just heard that in my system. They think you toxic. You got toxic, don't care abilities. I gotta go, y'all. I promise you I gotta go. But I'm giving you the tools. Y'all know I ain't all about the smoke. If I don't educate you, then it's just smoke. Here's how you do it. Here's how you come from being the unlikely to the most likely. It's only 4 steps, and I'm giving them quick right here. Here we go. Buckle up, because I'm going fast. Number 1, you got to have imaginative design. See, for some of you guys, People really mess with your third eye, with your chakras. They threw off your balance, so you can't even imagine no more, and you can't even dream no more. You can't even dream about pulling up in the boat, and you can't dream about the house, and you can't dream about the family, and you can't dream about the castle, and you can't dream about the French Riviera. You can't dream about nothing because they done threw your whole balance off. So in order to come from the unlikely to the most likely, number one, you got to be able to dream again, man. I can do that. That is cool. That is possible. I can go over there. I can have that. That ain't just for them. That's for me too. That ain't just on TV. I like that. I like it too. If they made it, then they made it for me. Why they gonna make it if I can't have one? Why if I can't have one, I can't get two? Why my daughter can't have one? That's step one. Second, you got to have concrete archetypes. So I imagined first. I'm just imagining. And then I'm going to create concrete archetypes, meaning from all of these things I imagine. Here's the thing. You're going to imagine some things that you might not really want to do. Or it might be a 3-year and a 5-year. And there's a planning to this. I tell people all the time, if you ever want to know about me, it's all in my books. I got plenty of them. And there's an archetype to the imagination. Okay? If that's who you want to be, if that's what you like what you like to drive, okay, then how much do that cost? What do you have to put in place to be able to do that? What's your concrete archetype outside of the imagination? I'm going to hold on to this archetype. I think having this type of house is cool. That's my concrete archetype. It's a 5-bed, 3.5 bath. It's got 4-car garage. That's concrete. Now, this is step 3. Thank you for your giving. Thank you for the Cash Apps. The Cash App is BigBossmanCollective. I can't think of this young lady's name who sent me a Cash App earlier today off of a video from yesterday. Thank you for that. We appreciate the giving. I gave this weekend more than I gave in a long time, because in this season, when you hear a word and it hits you in your spirit and you know it's time to go and you know you're in an emergency situation spiritually, you give on that and you say, I agree with the man of God. I agree with what they saying. I don't push and prod you, but there should be an unction in your spirit whenever you agreeing with me to say, man, I got to hit that Cash App. I agree with that. And I'm gonna put some bread with it. Anyway, I'm off of that. Third, insane focus and dedication. Some of y'all ain't crazy enough for me. Some of y'all ain't crazy enough for me. Some of y'all ain't life or death enough for me. I'm going to just be honest. Y'all know I get on here and I talk about my love for video games. But I only love one, and that's Madden. I am a Madden champ. And when you're a Madden champ, sometimes you gotta bust heads to keep on your reign. But when I go against somebody, or somebody say, man, I'm that one. I'm better than you. I'm better than you, big boss, man. Come see me in the mat. And when I load them up and I look at their stats and I look at their games played and I look at their ranking, I look at all that. You know what that tells me? That tells me about your dedication. See, I ain't the best. I'm not the most best gamer in the world. But I go dumb when I get dedicated about something. I get cuckoo. And for you to take this bag up to where you're trying to go and take it to the next level and continue to stomp on these people's head, you got to get cuckoo about some things. I'm locked in. I told somebody I had some Madden beef with. I said, man, if you ain't ready to take 3 or 4 days off the job when the new game come out, I'm not the one for you. I get crazy. And that's what God is calling you to do on some of these things, to push them through, is you got to lock in. Man, I'm locking into this till we figure this out. I got focus and I got dedication on this, on my concrete archetypes. This is the last thing. This is how you turn from unlikely to most likely, and I'm letting you go. Grace and humility. You still have to give yourself grace. Yeah, we on a timeline. Yeah, we on a tight timeline. Wait, yeah, it's pressurized. Yeah, we feeling the need like never before. Yeah, I hear all that. I hear all of that. But we actually got to give ourselves some grace too. You came a long way, buddy. You came a long way, y'all. This a 2-year pace. Some of y'all been here almost 2 or 3 years with me almost. Came a long way. We just hit dang on near 13,000 views on a video yesterday. We came a long way, y'all. A long way. Okay? From 100 views to 15 views to 0 views. Been there. So in your pressure and in your intensity, find grace and humility for yourself. Because what they say is true. New levels, new devils. Them devils is left on the 3rd floor, but on the 5th floor is some new devils. The phoenix that rise from the ashes, he only rising up to another fire. All right. Again, Cash App is Big Boss Man Collective. We will be on Wednesday morning. Like I said, if I feel like doing a live up until then, it's just extra. It's just gravy. But we will be doing the full show, full production on Wednesday morning and potentially on Thursday. Wednesday morning between 9 and 10 Eastern Standard. And then on Thursday, hopefully 6:30 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. Keep growing.